Okay, this is the last tutorial for the week. Thanks for bearing with me. In this tutorial, we're just going to get started with the basics of starting a JSON database. So for this, really all we want to do is collect where all of our videos are located and combine them into a singular text file so then we can begin to add stuff to it week over week. So again, this notebook is linked to from the syllabus as well as in the YouTube video. We'll go ahead and hit connect over here. And just like everything this week, we haven't needed to use a GPU. So I think if you're still on the free version of Colab, I think this will work fine. Next week we'll definitely need to start using the GPU. So make sure you have purchased either Colab Pro or Colab Pro Plus. And again, we don't need the GPU, so we'll run this cell, and we should just get this error message, which is fine. Next, we're going to connect to our Google Drive. So we'll come over here, and we'll just play this cell. We'll say, yes, we want to connect. Click on our account name, and then click on Allow. And here we go. So now we have Drive, My Drive, and I'll look for the Algo Film folder. So this time, whereas when we were doing the randomized video clips, we just wanted to operate on individual folders. For this, what we're going to want to do is operate on the entire clips folder. So for this case, what we want to do is we want to go through every single video inside of each one of these folders and look for the pathing of them. So we'll go ahead and copy the path of our clips here, and we'll go ahead and paste that in. And then what we want to do is we want to provide an output for this. Now, right now, this is only just a file name. What I actually recommend we do is let's actually go ahead and put in the entire path. So the way to do the entire path would be to let's click on the Algo Film folder. So you'll right click on there and hit copy path. And then let's just paste this in before and then add a slash. So if you've been setting up your folder just like me, it should just be /content/drive /my_drive/algofilm/ _ videoclips.json. And this is literally all we need to run. So we can actually double click into the GUI section here, and we can just hit run. And sure enough, this will just spit out all of the paths for all the files we have. The reason I like to do this is just to make sure that I didn't actually want clip number 005 in here, so maybe I would go and delete it. Now what this is going to make is it's going to make, if we refresh our folders up here, this is going to make a file right here called video_clips.json. So I'm not sure why, but Colab seems to have issues with sharing this. So I want to just copy this data and put it somewhere else. But it looks like there's some sort of bug where it's not letting me do that right now. Hope that's fixed in the next couple days. We'll see. In the meantime, what we can do is we can actually just download this file. And you don't need to do this because, to be honest, it's not really that important to look at it. But I just want to show you how it's formatted things. So some of you might be familiar with JSON. Those of you that are not, it's totally fine. Just take a look at what I've done here. So we're just going to go in this, and we're going to open this. And I'm just going to run a command here that allows me to what's called prettifying this. So you'll see what we've done here is we've created each video file has what I hope is a unique name. This might become an issue down the road, but hopefully we've named everything correctly so that we have unique names. So each thing essentially has an ID, which is sort of the name of the file, and the path to get to it. And you'll see this does it for every single video. Now in the future, what we're going to do here is we're going to add some additional variables. So we'll add something like duration. And that duration key might have something like 1.67, which would mean 1.67 seconds. We'll start looking at that next week. For this week, all we need to do is have this file. So as long as we're able to make a JSON file and maybe look at it, briefly inside of Colab by just double clicking on it, like so. Don't worry if it isn't formatted the same way, it's totally fine. As long as you have this, that's totally fine. So what you're going to want to do for the end of this class is remember that I have that, that public folder. What I would love for you to do is you don't even need to worry about the JSON file, but just upload some of your clips. So hopefully none of us are doing the same thing or naming things the same way. Just upload your clips to that folder. And then what I will do is next week, once everything's up there, I will actually run this same command on everyone's files, and I'll then build up a JSON file that we can then use across all of our videos. And maybe by the end of class, I'll have a fun tool where we can all access each other's videos and play with them. But in the meantime, this week, all you really need to do is have play with the shot detection, either through PySceneDetect or through Resolve, and then have play with randomization. And if you want to share some of your randomized videos, if you have one that ends up being kind of fun, like share that in the Slack channel. But at this point, we're pretty much wrapped up for this week. I hope it wasn't too many exercises, too much tutorials. Let me know if it was. Next week, we'll pick up with where we left off here and start to look at how we can actually understand some of the data within our video. Thanks.